Hi guys, welcome to Prime Talk. Yet another video. Welcome. Good afternoon for those of us in East African time. This international break has started, and I've been as I mentioned before, was planning to give you more broader football content during this period as the league takes a break, as takes a break. And during this international season, was thinking, we do more general football focus, whatnot. And for today's video, the focus literally is going to be on Harambee Stars because I believe our new coach, Benni McCarthy, takes charge, that is, of his first game tomorrow, or today is Wednesday, Tuesday. Uh, he plays on Thursday against the Gambia, who are coached by one of our former coaches in the country, I believe, famously for his stint at Gor Mahia, Jonathan McKinstry. So we are going to be facing them, and it's going to be the first test for Benni McCarthy as Harambee Stars coach. Now, for this video, it's not much of a preview, but I was thinking of discussing about, just three things from a personal view that I would love to see from Benni McCarthy as a coach on Harambee Stars. And first things first for me is that he needs to develop a style, because truth be told, I haven't been much impressed with the styles that generally we have been playing, because uh, I believe there seems to be a perception that uh, we are we as a football country play good football. But from what I have watched, the many Harambee Stars games that I've watched over the years, to me it is more of a mechanical style of football, more counter-attacking football rather than dominative football, if I may use the term. So he needs to first of all develop a pro. Uh, by when I mean pro, forward way of playing, an attacking style of playing, because uh, we have been previously we have been forcing too much through Olunga, just slumping balls forward for him to attack by his own self. Uh, and generally, that style is not going to take you that far. Uh, it is a bit of a very limitless style, especially it gives the opposition an easier task because they only have uh, one threat to worry about, and takes, you know, uh, it gives us a lot of disadvantages when coming up against them. So I would love to see an attacking style of play at least. Get our wingers more involved. If there's a challenge that I am going to give Benni McCarthy, is that he needs to work a lot on our wingers, because for me, I don't know much for when they play for their clubs in the country, but whenever they come to the national team, they seem to be too one-dimensional. That is, they just get to the wings and look to cross the ball. There's no ingenuity, that word, that term, uh, in terms of the creative aspect. What are they going to do? Give a fullback, give a defender something to think about. Don't always just look to pass responsibility onto the fullbacks, because as a winger you must possess goal threat also, as much as you're looking to create for your forward striker. But you, at the very least, also have to have something about yourself. And so that's what I want to attest that I am giving to Benni McCarthy, that he may improve our wingers, and especially in terms of their attacking numbers, because they seem to be doing a lot of just get to the wings and cross, leave that work for the marauding fullbacks in Eric Marcelo and the other one that plays at right back. Another thing that I would love to see is as I've mentioned, number one, an attacking style of play, and number two, for him to impose what he wants to do. Because generally, as a coach, I'm a believer that as a coach must have at least his ideal style of play, uh, what he wants the players to do, and especially what he wants to do in midfield, because we tended to do a 4-2-3-1 with two primarily defensive midfielders protecting the back line. But I believe it will be of more benefit to introduce, if we can have a creative deep lying playmaker in there alongside the one defensive midfielder who is going to protect the back line, to also add more creativity and assist the number 10 in terms of creating chances and opportunities for our attackers. So I would love to see a style, and as I've mentioned, the first point was for him to improve our attacking players, and the second one is for him to develop a style and a philosophy, for it to be clear from the beginning. And then uh, the last thing is for him to put a bit of personality into the Harambee Stars, because Harambee Stars has been perennially a team that we don't really expect much from the national team. But there, as every coach mentions, I don't know whether this is PR of being involved in the job, whether you must say it or not, but there is real talent in the country. And it is imperative that Benni McCarthy uses his time as the national coach to shine that talent, broadcast that talent to the world out there, help improve especially our attackers. Uh, in all honesty, the defensive shape of our team is not that bad. It is actually a very good shape, but if we can improve on that, get a bit of playing style, get a bit of modern philosophy of the football game into Harambee Stars, I believe the backline will benefit a lot, and the midfield, as I've mentioned, just a bit of creativity. Have one, as I've mentioned, defensive midfielder who sits back, and have a creative, deep lying playmaker next to him to be able to assist the tens and the attackers in terms of creativity. And not necessarily that I am expecting of Benni McCarthy to be teaching, the team how to play out from the back, but let's see something different. Let's see some dynamic attacking football. Let's not just be seeing the one style of football that is just go to the wing and cross the ball. As I've mentioned, we need to do a lot more in terms of our attacking phase if we are going to be able to achieve the targets for qualifying for AFCON or even future World Cup tournaments. So it is possible, the talent is there, and Benni McCarthy is a young coach. I like the idea of a young coach. The sad thing for me is that the contract is only 2 years, I believe. But if we can be able to, extend that contract, give him more time, I believe he can do something better with the national team. Because the original fear I had when he got the job, uh, and the fact that it was only a 2-year contract, was that the Ghanaians have also gone through this, in that they hired a coach in Otto Addo, who they brought in from the Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund coaching setup, in the younger age groups, I believe. And he came there, and personally he needed time for himself to be able to build a team. And unfortunately, that he ended up getting an aging squad, and that aging squad came with a lot of expectations from the citizens of the country, to even end up winning AFCON, qualify for World Cup, get to the latter stages, and they ended up disappointing. And he is under huge pressure, and it's not good for the young coaches, especially that to work in an environment where they are under huge pressure, because they end up suffering in their coaching career eventually. So it is my sincere hope that Benni McCarthy is going to be given time, and that we as a country are going to be patient with him. Uh, I just hope that he does what he wants to do, and not get not get caught up in the pressures of the powers that be, or the pressures of Kenyans who may want certain players into his team and ask a lot of questions. Let him stick to what he wants to do, and I believe there is a future. He's going to get us to a better place, at the very least. Qualify for AFCON again, and improve our performance at the Africa Cup of Nations. So all the best to Benni McCarthy. Uh, and wish him the best of luck in tomorrow's game, uh, Thursday's game against the Gambia. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys. I believe sometime this week there will be another video, and then next week, as we continue, our journey together at Prem Talk. So thank you for watching, and have a lovely day. Bye.